It's fun time.
Gully Ground Radio's Terrance on the show with Live Full Effect. We in the building, man. It's August 27th on a Sunday. Lovely Sunday, 78 degrees, I believe it was. Wasn't it, Shane? I believe it was like 78 degrees.
Yeah, it was great outside.
Yeah, because I had no air on.
I didn't have my own air on either.
Yeah.
I turned on the air conditioner all day. I mean, I turned it off all day. I had my windows open.
Yo, let me tell you, man, it's definitely like really nice outside, man. So if you didn't get a chance to get out before the work week, make sure you get out, man. Take a nice walk in the park, do what you do. I don't know, play a frisbee. And even though people don't do stuff like that no more, just try it. Try it on this nice day, man.
White people.
Huh?
White people.
Yeah, white people do play with frisbees out there. I was gonna say that. Man. So over the weekend, my grandma had a block party. Sorry. And so let me tell you about this block party, which was funny. So we get something in the mail, say we're having a block party. Everybody, come participate in the event or whatever. So that's what we, yeah. So we thinking, okay, great, you do. So Saturday morning, I'm at her house. I spent the night. Right. I wake up. I'm getting everything ready. I'm cutting the grass. There's people out there, cleaning up, getting
ready for a block party.
Yeah, spraying the driveways off, and everything's going peachy and perfect. But something's not right. There's nobody on the block around, let's say 10. Food prepping. Sure. You're thinking, people getting ready. Ice.
At least by noon.
Yeah, by noon, nothing.
So there was no block.
There was no block party.
So
it was one grill out in the middle of the block.
They didn't block off the street?
They blocked off the street, and the mailman was like, where's the block party? I was like, I don't know.
That's really weird.
But this is the funny part. Everybody had their cookout in the back. In their backyards.
That's not a cook. That's not a block party. That's not a block party.
I didn't understand. I was like, well, what was the whole point?
No, you moved that to the lawn.
To the front.
Right, yeah.
No. Everybody parked in the back of their lawns. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, like what's going on here?
Not even like a moon bounce out there?
No moon bounce, none of that, nothing. I said it was one red grill in the middle of the street and the DJ. If I could just...
Was that DJ just bumping? Nobody out there?
Man, it was just bad, man.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, so I'm asking my neighbor, I'm asking him, I'm like, are you cooking out?
Who's hosting it?
No, wait a minute, I'm asking him, I said, are you, because I said, are you cooking out? No, I'm not doing it, but next year, I'm having a lot of people. I said, you was the one who said all of this. Why are you not having nobody come over this year?
Right.
So I said...
So he was the one that planned it?
Yeah. But this is the thing. Nobody signed off on it, though. But so they taped off.
So he was just like, oh, block party this weekend, blocked off the street, got a DJ, but didn't tell nobody, not nearly enough people for anyone to show up.
The thing, people knew in a fashionable time. It's just that nobody didn't feel like pretty much participating in the event. So my grandma was like, here go my grandma, I'm not moving my shit out there in the front. Put all this shit in the back.
Right.
She's like, I'm not going to be the only fools. I'm like, yeah, I got
that just sounds like a mass cookout.
Yeah, it was the point. Like, I was at her house at 7 in the morning. I had to wake up at like 6:30, get there, and all of a sudden, there's no cookout. And it's like, I did all of this for nothing. Yeah. But the good part is that family did come over.
Okay. I
was able to, one thing, I never really cooked out.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned, like my cousins did it, but apparently they're not around.
Right.
So I had to do it, and I'm never doing that again. I don't like cooking out. You literally cooking out all day.
Yeah.
Like you're
if you're on grill duty, you're on grill duty. You can't walk away from that and sit down.
Let me tell you something. I stopped grilling literally around 6. I started grilling around like 11:30, 12.
Right.
I start off with the chicken, and you put some burgers, and put hot dogs, and then you got people saying, well, you want some more chicken, and the burgers go fast.
Right,
because everybody eats them.
Oh, yeah.
So, it was a good turnout. People came past, we set up the tent, family members came over, I had my daughter over, she had a good time, played with, little kids and stuff, so it turned out to be okay. Even though there was kids playing in the middle of the street.
Right.
Which was good, but...
It doesn't require a block party, though.
Right, it just wasn't a block party. I think it was going to be a moon bouncy.
I'm really interested in, like, the DJ now, though. Because now that you have you said there's a DJ. Was he just on the street and no one was out in the street?
Actually, he wasn't in the street. He was actually like in the driveway.
Okay.
All right, and
but no one's out there.
No, and big shout out to Miss Sandy for bringing the DJ out. She was responsible for that. She did tell me that she had salmon, macaroni and cheese, and all types of good
that
food.
Sounds good.
And she asked me twice. And I was like, okay, Miss. She's like, Terrance, I'm going to the store. I just want to make sure I have all this food. You come over and get some. She's always offering me a plate. I'm like, okay, Miss Sandy.
So you take two. So you make one, put it back in the car, then come back, get a second one.
Yeah, right. With Brandon. Yeah, big shout out to Brandon. He's coming along well in Atlanta. I talked to him George, I talked to him this afternoon.
Yeah.
He's sitting in well. He'll be back up here on the 7th of September.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For the week?
Yeah, for the week, but he won't be here Sunday. So I
okay.
told him to go and get a drink or something like that. So,
all right.
Yeah, that's what's going on, man. So anybody, I like block parties that's like in the hood.
Right.
You know why? Cause they should be bumping at 12. The DJ's out, people got stuff out. I mean, food's ready. I mean, at 12 on, things is popping.
Yeah.
Not my neighborhood.
My street, there's usually I don't even know if they do it for birthdays or just during the summer on specific holidays. But they're always throwing like a block party on my street.
And it's jumping.
And that's the thing. It's not really.
It's
because
not, tell me about it. Why?
Because they block off the street. They get a moon bounce, right? So they got a bunch of kids running around, right? You got all the kids in the moon bounce. You got at least 1 or 2 people cooking, right? But it's not like lit. Like there's might be some music out there, but like it's from a radio. There's no DJ out there, right? Or not a lot of people show up just because there's not a lot of people that live on my street really. No, and a lot of people that do live on my street are older people.
So their block party. I mean, so your block, right? Where you at?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
So half of my street is technically a charter school.
But my grandma's the same way though. Like her street is like that. Like a lot of almost senior citizens on the block.
Right.
But still.
You'd think they'd have a senior citizen cookout, but they don't.
Right. Like I'm just like, man, I'm still exhausted.
Right.
Like I haven't gotten rest all week. And then I had my daughter, so it was like I'm up every day. Now if my child's mom heard me complain about me being up every morning, she'll probably yell at me. I have her every day. You only have her this week. And I'm like, okay, all right, I get your point. But the block party, I mean, it turned out to be okay. You know, my cousin, he got drunk.
Right.
He was drinking brown liquor.
Oh.
He doesn't really drink it.
Okay.
So he had his girlfriend over there. So I was playing counselor at the end of the night. So you can only imagine how that went, right? So I'm in. So this is funny, right? This is the funny thing about it, right? So I'm sitting with my cousin, right? So, they're all the way over in the corner. I'm like, yo, come over, come a little closer. I'm sitting there, whatever. And the funny thing is that they come over. He has his glasses on, sunglasses. It's because it's dark as shit outside. You can take them off.
Sure.
He takes them off. Yeah. That's how he's talking. so his girlfriend's sitting there. They want to tell me about their problems, like they're Mrs. and Mrs. Smith. Like they're in therapy. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, well, I don't understand Terrance. He doesn't want to follow me on Instagram and I don't get it. So he's drunk. So he was just like, well, fuck it.
Right.
You want to follow me? Follow me. I ain't got shit to hide.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, God. She said, yeah, I can follow you? Yeah, give me your phone. Yeah. Boom, you follow me. You see that? Problem solved. So I'm sitting there. I was like, I hope you know what he just did. So we all spent the night. So I wake up in the morning. He was like, oh, cuz I got a bad hangover. Oh, man. I'm like, yeah, I know you do. You was really lit last night. You was drunk. He said, why? What are you talking about? I was like, you check your phone? I was like, no, why? What's wrong? Well, you know your girlfriend's following you now. No! You're lying! No, you're lying! I said, no, man. I said, you should check your Instagram now. Oh no, she liked 50 of my pictures. I got a text. Oh, fuck. He's like, now I see, because she sent him a text. Oh, now I see. So now his girlfriend is following me on Instagram. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, it sounds hilarious.
I said,
that is hilarious.
I said, now you can't post shit.
No, yeah.
Y'all see each other and y'all follow each other on Instagram? Y'all both each other.
That's commitment.
That's commitment. You're damn near just about to be married.
Yeah, you might as well.
You follow each other on Instagram, that's it. Oh, WCW? Forget about it, bro. It is her all the time.
Yeah, not just Wednesday.
Yeah, not just Wednesday. All the time. She wants those pictures posted up. She wants things popping. And that's what you get. That's what you get.
Right.
I don't know. So all in all, it was a great event.
At least sounded fun.
The Mayweather. What you think about the Mayweather fight?
Oh, I watched it. I didn't pay for it. I got a free stream for it. I don't care about admitting that online because...
You didn't even tell me, Shane. I was sleeping anyway.
No.
I tell you what, though. You know what I did?
What's that?
I went to sleep like around 11 last night. I was tired.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's actually around when the fight started. Actually started closer, like around like 11:30, 12.
Yeah, I got tired. I went to bed.
No, I stayed up for that. I found a live stream. Some dude who's like I don't even know who he was.
On Facebook?
Not on Facebook. It was on some other like streaming site. I don't even know what it was called. Like Live Reach or Fan Reach or some crap like that.
So what you think of the fight? I saw a little.
I missed the first 4 rounds, but I saw rounds 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I thought it was very entertaining. I thought it was hilarious. You could tell Conor McGregor was out of his element. You could tell him that you could tell he wasn't a boxer trying to box. You know what I mean? Like, granted, I thought it went on way longer than like it initially was going to. Right? Like, it went to 10 rounds. McGregor was talking shit, saying he was going to put Mayweather down at 4.
Okay.
Which was like, no, that's not happening. But it's like, I don't understand why people actually thought McGregor was going to win, because he's an MMA fighter and not a boxer, and he's fighting a boxer in a boxing match, but he's not a boxer. That's like saying, oh, a football player and a hockey player in a game of hockey, who's going to win? The hockey player, obviously.
Me personally, shout out to Mayweather in his 50th win.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna win. The fact that fight even happened was like it's stupid, just stupid. It was money. It was Conor McGregor was like, I could totally kick his ass, and it was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. And then everyone was like, but wait, could he? And then a whole year later, we get a fight, and it's like
it was nothing.
And it was 10 rounds of mostly a boring fight, and then. That 10th round was great, though.
I just feel like, you got the boxer who's pretty much will go down as one of the all greats of all time. Yeah.
Slightly past his prime, too.
Yeah.
Which I think you could tell there in the match, too. Yeah, I don't think it wasn't Mayweather on top of his game. Like,
he's tired.
I mean...
he's tired. I mean, my whole thing is, like,
I think if Mayweather took it serious, it would have ended way sooner than 10 rounds.
But, I mean, at this point, what is he, Mayweather's in his late 30s.
He's like 40, I think.
Yeah, it's
41.
Yeah, it's done. I mean, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? It's like he got his 50th win.
No, yeah.
I don't know what.
The only boxer to go like 50-0.
No, he's not somebody else.
Well, no, he's one of 3 sports figures, along with it's Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods and him, to make over $1 billion in sports.
But it's somebody else in boxing.
But I thought he was the only one to go 50-0.
No, somebody else. Isn't it Rocky Marciano? Not the movie guy, but the other Rocky.
I'm gonna look it up.
Look it up. I think he's not the. I think he's tied with it. As far as I want to be undefeated 50-0.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
He did say that he was. This was his last fight. For some reason, I just have a strong feeling that somebody's gonna.
Knock that off?
Yeah, somebody's gonna try.
Someone's gonna do 51?
I think somebody's gonna pinch him to do it again. I think he's gonna do it again.
Well, he said he wasn't gonna fight.
Yeah, of course he said he wasn't gonna fight. They all said he wasn't gonna fight. I don't know who that is. But we're gonna come back from the other side. Kendrick Lamar, I love myself, but that's what we do here. Terrance Show. Yeah. And my man Trey Day gonna be up next, man. It's gonna be like a crazy event, man. Like it's funny because I think that Trey Day actually got some like love heartfelt songs, and I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good interview, and I'm really excited. Can't wait for them to come on. It's definitely gonna be something special. Me and Shane was here talking about Mayweather and McGregor. Did you find out the record?
Yeah, the person you were thinking of was Rocky Marciano, who was 49-0 when he retired.
Oh.
There was one person that I found on Wikipedia that stopped boxing in 1899 who went 59-0, and then there was like a third number. I'm not even sure what that means. What the third number means?
So they didn't
maybe
count
tie.
So they didn't count the one in 1899, 59-0.
I don't know because he had. I think it was ties or draws or whatever it was that he had a couple more of, but he went 89-0.
How what was it?
It was like 1899, but it went 59-0.
Black or white?
It's probably a white guy. I don't know.
Yeah, probably was a white guy. Who knows?
1899, probably. White guy.
Yeah, probably was. Well, I don't know. I was watching. I think it was a story about a guy who boxed a guy, but they did it until he won. I forgot. I don't know what one was it, but it was. I forgot who played the role as a black guy, but they made sure that the white guy won, even though he was kicking his ass. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I forgot the name of the movie. But here and there, we're gonna come back on the other side. We're gonna have Trey Day Moon and Trace come in next. I'm gonna play some more music. Big shout outs to Mayweather doing this thing, 50-0. We're gonna get into the music right now. You know what should I play? I don't even know what. You know what? I'm gonna play this song, man. I've been real sensitive lately. I don't know what's wrong with me, man. We're gonna come back on the other side of the show. I may start crying. Here it is, Drake Hotline Bling. Let's go. You know, it's the Terrance on the show. We're back before the Effect Me in the building, man. We got some special guests all the way, coming all the way from Norristown. We got my man Trace in the building, Trey in the building, and my man Moon in the building. Man, look, I just want to get this out the way before Moon real quick. We was just having a behind-the-scenes story about how I met Moon. So real quick, I just want to say that it's a window here in the studio, right? So here, I'm looking, somebody rings the doorbell. Clearly, I don't know why this big bald-headed white guy is at the front of the door. I'm scared. I'm like, I know I don't owe no money, any goddamn money. I was like, Shane, I was like, no, wait a minute, don't go to the door. I don't know who he is.
Like, I can just answer and find out. Like.
I know, no. See, you sound like a movie selection.
Yeah, exactly.
You cannot go in there.
That's the white boy in me.
Then I saw Trace. I saw Trace's hat, and I'm like, okay, cool. You know these people. I seen Trey on YouTube. I said, okay, y'all guys can come in. Okay. So how y'all fellas doing, man? How's everything going?
Oh man, we couldn't be happier right now, man. We couldn't be happier right now.
I know, man. The tracks is good, man. Like, everything's moving with you being the producer and you being the singer. Like, how did y'all two link? Well, how did y'all two come together?
Basically, like,
it was through a friend, honestly.
I mean, I came home from school. Like, I didn't know what I was gonna get into at first. I was like, this music stuff isn't really for me, but then I really got into it.
Right.
And then, like, I linked up with this studio called Rotation Records. They helped me throughout my whole career so far.
Shout out to Rotation Records.
Yeah, shout out to Rotation Records.
Shout out to the guys, man.
Shout out to Joey Wiz. Yeah, Joey Wiz. And everything just flowed. Like, the moment I came back, they gave me a show. I started taking off. I just kept on working hard. And then my brother, he works for Universal. So he didn't want to sign me. He was like, we in the family. I don't want to do that.
Why? Wait a minute. What happened? Why not?
Nah, but that's an understandable situation, though.
It's very understandable, yeah. That's understandable in my opinion, anyway.
So explain it to me, like, what's going on? So why he couldn't do it, like, because of the way the music industry is, or?
I think it's because he didn't want me to get signed because it's more biased. You get what I mean? So he sent my tape to Def Jam. Like, his friend is an AR rep at Def Jam.
Okay.
So they linked up, and he was like, I really liked his album. Like, I came out with an album to start off my whole career, which is weird. And he loved it, so they signed me to like a year trial, did a year trial, and now I'm on like this, I guess, rookie contract, whatever it is. But it's not like, the deal is placed so it's not like I can get all the money up front and stuff. All that money has to be used for music and shows and hotels and stuff like that.
As it should be.
Yeah.
And then
Invest in yourself.
I met you.
Dude, honestly, we met through a mutual friend. Mind you, it was a hookah bar I used to work at.
Yeah.
And my friend Kyle used to always hear me sing in the back of that joint. He was like, bro, you can sing, man. I got a friend who also do music, and you should link with him at some point. It was around my birthday, and I was DJing for the little hookah bar or whatever, because we ain't had no DJ that night. He meets me, he's like, yo, this is Trey. Yo, Trey, this is Dave. Yo, y'all got to link, because like, I feel like y'all can do some shit. And I was like, yeah, man, I'm down whenever you are. So, you know, I'm still working at the hookah bar or whatever. He comes through a couple times more. We all linking up, you know, I started talking to Moon more, stuff like that. And one day, you know, I'm at home and he was going to the studio and he was like, bro, come to my house. And I was like, all right. So I come through there, you know, we hop in the car, went to the studio right quick, and there was a little beat he had. And he was like, bro, I got a whole bunch of space on the end and I don't know what to do with that, John. So go in there and do what you want. And me, I'm a person that I love coming on top of my head. Like, I love that. So I'm like, all right, bro, I'll go in there and put something down right now and just throw the beat on. So I go in there, the beat comes on, I feel it, and you know, we got about like 2 takes and I was done. And you know, the song came out, and you know, we teased it a couple times, playing it here and there, little half bits there and there, but you know, once we fully put it out, people started really liking it, and I was like, yo, this is the move right here. This is good right here. And I think this is something we should continue to do.
Yeah, like I think like the whole thing about that song, I did it like most of my music. I talk about the 610 and Northtown. That's like my biggest goal out of this is to understand like even though you're from a small town, you can actually go farther.
Yeah, you can.
Reach and keep reaching until there's like nothing else left to reach for. You know what I mean? And then like. Moon and I, oh my god. Me and him been rocking together for like years. I mean years. I would say good 15, 17.
Yes, I am the baby of the group.
More
Childhood
I am the
friends.
baby.
Yeah, since the beginning we were friends. You know, he was a rapper before me.
You a rapper?
Moon, Moon's on actually some of the tracks that I actually gave him, you know, he's on some of those tracks.
You know what? And there's no doubt that I think that you're corny. I know you're not. I know you're not corny. I know. I have a feeling. Where you look, you got the beard like Philly. For some reason, you fit right in. You know what I'm saying? I know that Moon is not corny. If he's on your tracks, Moon can't be corny.
No. Me and Moon be just spitting. It'd be nice if me and Moon be outside or something. We just get to rap and having a little cipher between us two. We be just at it and it'd be all night.
That's dope.
You know, that's really how it gets done.
Those are the most fun, intimate moments most people don't see. When you really learn about each other, you can just play one-on-one and just like
Just
anything.
go.
You know what I mean? Just rap.
So let me ask a question, man. So I guess Trey, you're going through a time right now.
Oh yeah.
Of you. I guess you in love. Not was.
What was?
What you was in love. But for this music to come out the way they did, I saw it on YouTube.
She's not gonna hear this, so it don't matter.
I don't know. You have a funny way of listening. She might know. She's gonna hear it.
Look. It don't even matter what she does. The song is hot.
The song is hot.
I don't care who hears it.
So this young lady, we're not gonna mention no names about the young lady.
No, I don't say no
okay,
names.
because you was in love with her at one point. But it seemed. Go ahead.
I mean, I give respect, you know what I mean, even like in the worst situations. Even if a person does me dirty, I have respect for a lot of people. I will never lose respect. But that, she was one person, like at the end of the day, I lost all respect for her. Like, I've never had that happen to me. Like, this shit was not even, like, I think, like, that whole situation, like, it was a learning experience, like, we lived together for 2 years, you know. I was basically paying for everything.
Of course.
And like, the only reason is because she couldn't afford everything. And I didn't, and at the time, we were dating, I would say for like 5 months before, like, she said, I need help. You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, why not? You know what I mean? Let's get the crib, whatever. So she didn't have to move back home. Because she lives in Michigan. So I was just like, all right, yeah, like, I'm really feeling you. So I dated her for 2 years.
You took a chance.
Yeah,
and
I'll do that.
But no, you see, so let me explain that to you. You took a chance on faith. You saw something in her that maybe she didn't know in herself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you went out on a limb. And it's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. But it made you stronger. The song's a lot better. You know what I mean? You had to go through that.
I tell people that all the time, man. The best song is made through real, actual, physical, mental emotion.
Right.
Because like even recording that song was like a real like soft moment because it was a situation I had around that time, and the song just came at a perfect time because we were already writing to it.
Right.
So it came at a perfect time. So when he was like, "Yeah, bro, I feel like you should just throw a hook on this joint. And I was like, you know what? I think I could do that.
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny? I tell you about good guys. Some of the old guys said to me one time. I remember I was about like 16 years old. I think I had my heart crushed. It wasn't nothing bad, but nothing severe. Puppy love. I can't believe this. He was like young blood. He was like, why? I said, why do guys always finish last? The good guys. He was like, young blood, you ain't gotta finish the race.
Right.
You don't have to finish. You do not have to finish the race.
I think
you can definitely ease off that track. Quick.
Oh yeah, man. I feel like it takes time to understand that emotions are a roller coaster, but there's a button to turn that shit off.
It is.
You mean, and if you feel like it's, and some people don't get to that point to realize that this is not for me. I should kind of not, but when you get your emotions involved and your mentals involved, once they both are in the same accord, it's hard to really back off.
It is. You feel it in your gut. You know how you feel.
Because everything feel right here, but deep down your mind telling you this not right. Your heart like, this really not right, but you feel it here.
That pain always make for the best music too.
It do.
Who you are.
I can tell you right now,
the best music.
When that happened to me, after that, all my songs was great.
Really?
Like when I was with her, I wasn't even writing music. And that's really what had me in the stew, because I was thinking to myself, this whole time I'm not even writing music no more.
You fell off a little bit because you was comfortable.
Because I was so comfortable. I was so comfortable with her that I was like, I'm not even writing music no more right now. Right. And it took for all the funny shit in between to really happen for me to be like, you know what? This is perfect. Let me listen to this beat right quick.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I was talking to a young lady, and she was telling me, people can. I'm a firm believer in this. I believe people can fall in love fast.
Yeah. Some people are hopeless romantics, and that's a thing. I feel like hopeless romantic is definitely a thing.
I believe that you can fall in love fast. But she said something. She said, feelings have no time on it. You know what I'm saying? They don't. And when they come in, that's it. And like you said, you may feel it in the back of your head like something not right, but your heart is telling you something.
You don't see all the red flags. When your mind is so clouded by love and lust, you don't see the red flags.
I think it was like, I don't really put my heart out there. So like, I came back from school.
But you did this time.
I did because I saw something in her that I haven't seen in anybody. I dated a girl in Chicago. I loved her to death, loved her with all my heart, but I was never in love with her.
It was something about her love that was different from that.
Right, and like I fell in love with her. I did.
Of course you did.
And
you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about love? Like the whole thing is, man, is just like with love. Period, man. It's just it's the scariest, greatest thing ever.
Right.
It's the scariest. Greatest thing ever, because you don't know what the hell's gonna happen.
Right.
You don't know what. You don't know. You just sitting there, just like you talking to yourself, like, wait a minute, why is this happening to me?
Right. What did I do?
What's worse about it is when you start feeling like a little kid again, because everything just feels like it's supposed to be this way. Like everything just feels bubble gummy. You texting every day. Oh hey boo, what you doing? What you doing? Oh you hang up first.
Yeah, that hang ups. Yeah, I know that.
And then what you get stuck in is that phase. So when that bubblegum phase ends and y'all start really arguing and real shit starts to happen, nobody can handle it. Because everybody was stuck in that bubblegum phase and forgot it.
Find yourself getting too comfortable too and not ready to be realist about what's going on.
Yeah, like you mean
your problems different ways.
I mean, I can say this, like, I did everything for that girl, you know what I mean? She did what she did.
But you know what? You needed that.
I think I needed it to be a better person.
Yeah,
like,
you did.
I think, like, that was, like, a lesson, and it was something in my life that needed to happen. So other things can happen. But, like, I still feel like, I think if things were different, like, I even said to myself, I was like, I knew this was happening. Like, she cheated a long time. I knew it was going on. Try to not, like, believe it because, your heart's telling you something else than what your mind's going to tell you. Mm-hmm. So you get confused. Yeah. So then when everything finally hits the ceiling, you look like, oh, damn. Like, I would say she really took a lot out of me. It really, like, damaged me.
Did you find yourself being with her? Were you in a point where you couldn't eat?
There was times where, like, I couldn't eat, but then I always smoked.
It's battle.
Yeah, right. But you get a point where you don't even want to eat no more. You're like, I don't know what's going on. I want to eat. You do want to eat.
It's the biggest battle. Cause mind you, I can't like after I stopped talking to the girl. Cause mind you, like I said earlier, I'm the baby of the group, but I'm very wise beyond my years. So I think like a man, even though I'm a younger man. I think like a man. So like I made haste decisions. Right. And it was funny when I got into it. I was thinking, oh, this is like a regular night. Cause what was funny was the way I met the girl was on the limb. Like I was supposed to be at work. Me and my closest friend supposed to be at work. We skipped work. Went to the party, met her. He met her friend. They still dating right now. They've been dating for a minute, but me and her fell off as whatever may happen. But then I feel like I started smoking more, and from there I started writing more, and then everything just kind of.
You know what's crazy about all that is that most guys, we don't express our feelings. We don't open up a lot. I feel like this right here is like definitely something for guys to open up on, and as far as the women, because most of you hear women talk about it. Right. You know what I mean? You don't hear guys that we're sensitive too. We have feelings.
And I feel like people forget that from time to time. Yeah. We don't feel niggas ain't shit. Right. Like, we don't all feel. Right. The funny thing about it is a hurt man was only hurt by a hurt woman. The only reason that man become hurt because somebody else hurt him. Hurt people make more hurt people. Right. People forget that. The only reason that man's hurt because somebody hurt him. Right.
But see, I think it's some ways that some women can unlock that. You know what I mean? So I think as guys, we know who are initially good for us and who are not. You know what? People in general. I'm not gonna say guys. You know what I mean? We know in a way. Right. We looking like, but you looking at right. Yeah. So about you gonna sit up, you gonna jump off that roof. I said, hopefully this parachute is gonna open and we're gonna glide. And when you keep falling, you're like, wait a minute.
My favorite saying is I walk into a dark room with my eyes closed. Hopefully I find that door. And if I don't, then I just keep walking until I do. Because at the end of the day, that's all I can do.
Yeah, it's a blindfold.
That's all I can do for real. That's regular life. That's all I can do for real.
And it's called life. Look, I'm gonna get to some music right now. I think you have some more of your buddies out there looking through the window.
Some shit out here looking at here.
Yeah, I'm like, oh man, they white dudes too. I don't know.
One of them half black. That's good.
I don't know. He look. I don't know. He's real like to me. He got that Philly jersey on. He looking like, oh, what's going on? Let's get into some of your music right here. Tell me a little about what's this called? Shoots and Labs. What's that about, real quick?
Oh man,
that's
my situation.
That's why I brought it up. Just why we're gonna play this song here at the Terrance Show. Let's get into it right now. Shoots and Labs here, Trade Day on Terrance Show. Let's go. Oh yeah. Okay, we're back. Dudley Grind Radio, the Terrance Show. We're back for the factory in the building. Man, we got a group of young fellas in the building. Man, we talking about everything. We talking about love, heartbreaks. We just talking about the whole, just the whole thing.
The whole shit, man.
The whole shit, bang, bang. Get there. We talking about. You know what's funny, man? Like, so my show is like, you go through stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like for my show, it's like each topic or situation or maybe like that's getting close to it. It always speaks back to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like. I've been keeping in touch with Trace for like almost a month?
About a month, yeah.
About a month or so, and I just be like real busy. Trace like, they ain't get back to me, but I just like, it's real, like everything just hit me at once.
I feel that.
So it's like, dealing with life, period, and dealing with things, you know what I mean? I feel like in radio, everything is therapeutic.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we sitting here, we talking about, being in love, and you got hurt. And stuff like that, and like you said, like it brings out the best music.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been hurt before in my life. Everybody's been hurt. You sit there, you be like, well, what did I do?
Right.
Did I do something wrong here?
Right.
I thought I was doing everything right. I'm just sitting there like, wait a minute, like what's going on? Like I'm a great guy. You know what I'm saying? Like
what did I do?
What did I do? What did I do to deserve that?
Am I homie? And then you see the guy that they used to talk to. You're like, what the hell is this?
I think that's
or the new niggas. The new niggas will really kill niggas.
Right.
Yeah, you be like,
I see my ex was ugly boy. I'm like, all right, see, I didn't teach you that.
Right.
Yeah, you be like, wait a minute, I did something wrong.
Right. I didn't teach you that.
Right.
I did something wrong for this to look like this, isn't it?
Right.
What did he say to you, damn it?
What did he say? He about to be smooth as hell.
But it could just be her. You know what I mean?
I mean, she might like ugly niggas, but I don't know.
You never know, man. Some ugly dudes got game. They got it.
Hey, look, man, I got an analogy on what ugly people
Baby.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like they just go up and beyond. When you ugly, I feel like you just go up and beyond. You do everything that the last dude do, but times 10. I feel like what ugly dudes do.
I mean,
Maybe.
I think it also had to do with like the fact she couldn't handle like the tour life.
Okay.
Because we went to Las Vegas and she lost her.
So wait a minute. So you feel like she was neglected?
I think it was that, but there was no way because every day we would be together. We would go places every day. There was not one time where we were not staying in the house. We were always outside of the house doing something.
If I may, she wore her insecurities on her arm too.
Oh yeah.
24/7. So it's really hard to deal with someone like that when you've never dealt with someone like that ever in your life. You know.
But I feel like can't no girl really handle the tour life. Don't nobody want to deal with that. To really be honest, they say they do, but you got to think about it. Do you trust me around 100,000 women? Do you trust me in the room with 10 females in general? 2 females.
Right.
When you're not in that room, do you really trust me in that room? You can say it.
J. Cole talks about it a lot.
Yeah.
He talks about it a lot.
I'm saying, do you really trust me in that room? Like Kanye, one of my favorite lines from Kanye says, how you stay faithful in a room full of hoes? How? How do you know he's faithful in that room and how do you know he's not?
Just think something bad. Oh, they must have herpes. Somebody here got herpes.
They met Usher before.
One of y'all got herpes.
They ran into Usher before.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta put something in your mindset. Like you look good, but you know what? You got something.
What I say is, I tell them all the time is, I'm not friendly. Like, I'm just not, y'all know, I'm not friendly. Like, when I got a girl, that's it. Like, I don't really want to talk to nobody. I really don't want a handshake. I don't want no hug. I really am cool.
You know what? I feel like Trace. I feel like when you have somebody, everything automatically gets shut down.
I'm supposed to do that. That's my job. As a man, I'm supposed to shut everybody else down. Look sure that you don't bring
in this entertainment world,
it's hard.
Women will try you.
Yeah.
I'll give y'all a prime example. When I was with my child's mother, and I had to be around certain women, right? Okay. Yeah. She didn't understand, and at the time, maybe I didn't either. How she felt,
right?
And I didn't know. I was being a little passive because maybe I felt like, you know, I was there for business. They had their own alternative motives. I'm thinking we own business, but it wasn't like that. See, in life, man, sometimes people have hidden agendas, and it's up to the person to understand that. Now, if from the opposite end, if they can see something that's wrong, like say maybe your ex-girl maybe saw something in female she didn't like.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
There was times like, because we worked at the same place at the time,
Right.
like I DJ'd at the hookah bar that she worked at. And like, I mean, there was times where girls were a little ridiculous because at the time, like everyone knew what was going on, me musically. So was like a lot of girls were just there trying to like get their 15 minutes or 15 seconds of fame. And like,
the DM is the devil.
She didn't like it. She didn't like it. And I told her, you shouldn't have to worry about someone if you trust them. And my thing is, if you have trust, you know, what is there? There's nothing without trust.
I feel like
you know what I mean.
It's different nowadays because you can't see a hurt person. They don't got a smile on their face saying I was hurt before. They got a smile on their face. They got money in their pocket. They look nice. That's all they really worry about. You can't tell that somebody hurt them before you was there. So when you get there, all you can do is, this is what I'm going to do. I don't know what the last situation, but this is what I'm going to do now. And I feel like people, especially some women, fall short to understand that saying all men are alike is the worst. That's like me saying all women are alike.
Right. Yeah.
My ex-girl is nothing like my mom. My girlfriend 2 years ago, nothing like my sister.
Right.
You wrong for saying that because you can't put us all in the same book. We was all raised by different people. Right. We all have different understandings of life, and we all have different graces when we look at women. I see women as a queen until you lose that title. You are a queen. Your mother didn't raise a hoe. Your mother didn't raise no bitch. You are a queen until you lose the crown.
Yeah, that is true. I feel like you, as men, I mean, you, if anybody, you show the good side. You show as men. We as men, I feel like we show what we are capable of doing. Like you do things. If you give women advice, if you tell them about things, you know what I mean. It's like almost a teaching aspect. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you're telling them, if you see a flaw in a woman, you're gonna say, "Why you do this? Won't you do that?" That's the point when you start caring. When you start caring for a woman and you start telling her things and then you start opening up to them about and expressing how you feel about everything, that's when you know you start caring. Because if a woman start doing stuff repeatedly and you're not saying anything, you don't care.
But as but as a man, it's hard to really show that side. Because like growing up, you always taught that you're supposed to keep your emotions on your sleeve. You're not supposed to let nobody know what's going on. Like my grandfather, man, I remember I was in like 7th grade. This man's brothers died all in the same month. I ain't never seen him cry once. And it was like, seeing that was like, if something go wrong, I ain't supposed to show that at all. That's just, I'm supposed to leave that, where it's at, and I continue on the way I live. And I realize it's a hard pill to swallow because sometimes it's a lot of emotion tucked up on you, and to the point where you snap on the wrong folk. Or you say something to the wrong person, and then now you look bad.
But you got it. But I think as men, if we're in relationships, you got to have an outlet to talk to our women. If we're with them, because my whole thing is, if I can't talk to my girl about things, and if she's saying them, if I'm complaining or something like that, well, if I can't talk to you, what happens? Who do I talk to? Who you talk to if you can't talk to your woman? Who you talk to?
I talk to them. I talk to my mans and them, for real.
Yeah, you talk to your mans and them, but some things you can't talk to your mans and them, but you can't talk to your girl with your girl.
Right, that's the fact.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a level. It's a certain thing I can talk to my mans about. I can't talk to my girl about. But the thing about it is, most of the time, it's a situation where I can consult with both of them.
Right.
Because the thing about it is, I will never let that get too deep where I can't be like, yo, this shit is not what I'm looking for.
But if you think about it though, and Tracy, and anybody in this room can think about it, if you don't have an outlet with your lady, and if she tells you things like, oh, you complain too much, or she says those things, it's like, well, if I can't come to you and always talk to my mans, you might get a different girl's perspective.
I mean,
and that's where things come in. See, my thing is, and if you tell them, well, I can't come to you because every time I come to you, you feel as though I'm complaining. I am telling you for a reason.
I've been there. I actually been there.
See,
the girl who I was consulting, it was my best friend's girl, so I really wasn't worried about any bad thing happening because that was my man's girl. So if I had to consult, I would just consult to her, and she would be like this, that, and the third.
Right.
But when it's different, when it's an outside party that low key has a thing for you.
Right.
Because I feel like as a guy, you gotta step back and look at her friends. The friends that talk the most shit about you is the ones that want you the most.
That's true.
So she over here downplaying you, but then tells you to your girl, but then she over here Snapchatting you shit around like 12 o'clock, and you like, yo, what's the situation? I thought you was my girl's friend. But obviously, that's not her mindset.
Well, that's the thing though. Some women do talk to their girlfriends. They can find and they can feel as though they can tell them things. And what happened is, if the one girl that doesn't have anybody starts to talk and say, well, like, if she don't have nobody's two things.
Misery love company.
Yeah, she's going to talk bad about you.
Right.
Or she ain't going to say anything and she going to check for you.
That's what it is. Like, I feel like sometimes flaws. So she knows how to come at you. She knows what not to say to you. Because she's telling her all that information. Now she knows you. Without even having a full conversation with you, she know how to come at you. She know who you be at. She know who you hang with. She know who your people is. And now it's like, you putting people in a situation where like, that girl know what she's doing. And she would never be your friend.
But see, do you feel as though, Trey, and answer this for me though, Trey, now, coming to that situation what Trace was just saying about the friends aspect of it, do you feel like, do you ever tell, and I'm not even speaking in general with her, I'm just saying in general.
I mean,
if they ever come across with like, yo, your girlfriend, yo, like, I mean, she
multiple times people have said, my friends are very vibrant with their words. You know what I mean? They're very upfront. A lot of my friends liked her. There was a couple of guys that tried, were not successful. But I think the worst thing is when you have a friend that has been rocking with you since you were little, and then you let them meet your girlfriend, and then they become best friends or whatever, and now they're girlfriends. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
kind of awkward.
It's not only awkward.
Like, did I have both of y'all? Like, what's going on?
I did. I dated the one before Erica. Well, Erica. Erica's the one we're talking about. So, like,
so you had two. So it was a two women.
My bad.
It was a two. I mean, but this is the thing that
it's real. Like I don't know, like what else to explain. Like basically, I was friends with this girl, dated this one girl. They became best friends. She knew what was going on the whole time. The friend.
Wow.
Knew the whole time. Didn't tell me nothing until I would say the week before I already found out. So I was just like, okay, cool, get out of my life. Don't want you in my life. And then, you know, everybody like gravitated towards me. It was a very rough time. Like, I think it made me a stronger person. It made me a stronger person. It got me.
Made them songs do.
Oh yeah, I was writing. It was incredible. Like I think it was good. It was a learning lesson experience, and I feel like, you know, I'm hurt. Like I was hurt. Now I'm over it. It's been a couple months. Like
you sure you over? It's been a couple months.
It's been like 6-7 months.
Okay, 6-7. Like yeah. 2 months. You ain't over it.
No, I was doing this.
You probably just sitting there eating tasty cakes. Like I don't even want dinner. Just give me a whole box of tasty cakes.
I moved in with my homie Bam Bam and Shy Shizzy right here.
Oh man.
And it got crazy because I was just being reckless. I felt like she took everything from me, so I felt like I wasn't good enough for like anything. Like I really went through some shit, and that whole apartment thing was. I think that was my get out.
Was it a point where did y'all cross paths? Did you talk to her lately?
She tried calling me a couple of times, and then she still tried to text me, but she didn't know I found out that she is in a relationship with him. Because she blocked me on Facebook and everything, but my friend is the kid's best friend, and that's how I found out like everything.
So she right now she just stuck.
Not really. She moved back to Michigan, and now she's marrying that guy. Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Right. Yeah, man.
But you know what I think though? I really necessarily think is that some people do things because they feel as though it's right, and it's wrong.
Right.
And I think her thing is that she thought it was an opportunity for her when it wasn't.
Yeah.
And then what's going to happen is it's going to backfire on her.
Oh, it already has.
It already has. It already has.
Grass ain't
green on the other side.
Man.
I look at it like this. At least now I can like chill and smoke weed in my house. You know what I mean? I used to not be able to do that, and that was kind of annoying.
Listen, I find it
So learned everything, Terrance.
No, it's deep. It's different. It's definitely different now.
It wasn't that. Like I took care of her. There's no shot of doubt. You can ask any of my friends. They'll tell you I took care of her from morning, noon, and night. You know, but like I think at points in times, enough was enough. Like there was incidents where she did a lot of bad things. Like when I had shows. Like, and it would make me look bad as an artist, and like it just wasn't a move. And then,
so when you say she did bad things, what did she do?
Like I would say, like when we did the bigger shows, like I wouldn't say try to make it all about her, and I didn't have time to like spend with her because one, we got photographers all taking pictures, we got openers talking to us, we're trying to meet the headliner, and it's just too much. And
so she was just getting busy.
Right.
Around.
Right.
Like just doing too much, like, would you say
extra?
Extra
like,
stuff?
She was extra.
Like,
real extra.
When you say extra, was she, the attention or?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like too.
Wait, I mean, the show in Philly.
Yeah, she disappeared almost completely for a while.
Yeah. I think that was a sign, but I let it go.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then
She wasn't with you, she was all over the place.
Right. So, I don't know. I'm good though. I feel like now I have a clearer mind and everything's focused on music, work, and doing what I have to do to succeed in this. You know what I mean?
It's all about new love interests.
Here we go. I feel like people gonna fall in love more than once.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It happens. You know what's funny when I be seeing the old heads that be driving and they be like, yeah, I'm on my 4th wife. I'm like, damn,
right.
You're 4?
Right.
I'm like, damn, bro, how many ceremonies? You used to this, huh? You just going around just marrying people every time.
You got money, boy. You buying rings up there.
Right.
That's a money. Well, I'm taking one of her.
I'm just gonna say real quick. I can count on one hand how many times I've truly been in love, but I can't count on any hands the time it's truly been reciprocated by the other partner. Because even though you fall in love, it might not necessarily mean that the counterpart is doing the same thing or feeling the same way. Like
yeah,
that's true.
Like what he was saying earlier about like the outlets and stuff. Even though we have all these outlets to each other, you still gotta take your own advice. You still gotta listen to your own head, your own heart. And like she obviously just didn't do what she thought. She obviously did what she thought was right for her because she wasn't able to think about you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's why I feel like she acted the way she acted, and that's why we act the way we act. Because we actually give a shit about each other.
Right, like we actually went out of our way. We cared. Everybody cared about this girl. Like we built a family. Like I introduced her to all my friends, everybody. We became a family, and I felt like what she did was not only disrespecting me, but also disrespected everybody that was around her because everyone did stuff for her. Because
like how many talks did I have where they're just trying to get her to calm down?
I think it was because her parents weren't here, so we were kind of like the only family like she really had in this state, and like I feel like we did what we did, you know what I mean? And I wish her the best on her future endeavors. But
hey, let's talk about these new love interests.
Let's talk about this new song. Let's talk about Trap. So it's like, what about Trap Lord Hood Boy? What's that
Trap
about?
Lord Hood Boy. I did that song for my mom.
Okay. For your mom.
For my mom.
Can you explain the title of that?
This is the thing.
I said the same thing.
So my mom flew me out to PA. I lived in Cali. Flew out. Came here. Lived with my grandpa and my grandma and my aunts. She wanted to go to Atlanta to be a CEO over at Comcast, one of the vice presidents in Atlanta. So she was like, you gotta get a job. I was like, but I'm only 13. So the only thing that I knew how to do best was trap. So I pretty much dedicated that to her because she made me turn into a man. She made me grow up, and now like I realized like I grew up fast, and it was for the better, you know.
Well, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it right now. Trap Lord Hood Boy. Here we are, man. We got my man Trey in the building, Trace in the building. You know what I mean? We got my man Shiz. I'm gonna call you Shiz Raw in the building. We got my man Moon in the building. We got my man
That's Stitches Mike.
Stitches Mike in the building. Let's get into
Mike
it.
in the corner.
All right, let's get into it right now, man. Trap Lord, here it is right here. Trey Day, Terrance in the show. Let's go. Yeah. Okay, we back. Deli Ground Radio, the Terrance in the show. We back before the fact. You're always in the building, man. Hold on, let me slow this down real quick. So, man, we was talking about a lot, man. Like as far as everything, man. Just like one of those things. Like I feel like as men, we don't never have round discussions about stuff like this.
Right.
Sure.
Women always had the outlet. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like women have the outlet to why what he did. But I always ask myself, well, what do you do too? Like, you know what I mean? Like, all men ain't bad. I'm sure if I had a whole bunch of women in here, and all the women that we used to talk to, if we put everybody in here that has had somebody they was in love with, if we put all the women in here that we used to talk to in this room, they will all sit up here
and talk about how we just ain't shit.
and how we and it would just be like high fives and cheering on, and
there would just be a whole lot of looking and pointing.
No, we're not here. Just the women that's, and then it's like we walk in and it's just like when a guy walk in. We ain't shit at that point.
Right.
Nigga.
Right. Wait a minute. I just came. Yeah, I just came to say hi.
I just came to say hi.
You know how it is when you go over like you live with a woman and their girlfriends come over and they all screaming. Then you walk past them. You got your flip flops and socks and gym shorts on. You walk past and get something to drink. You be like, what the hell's going on here?
Right.
They go right there. So you don't know what he be talking about.
What they talking about?
They don't say no words. It's just
Can I get some juice? Y'all done yet? Can I get some juice?
Do y'all thirsty too?
Yeah.
Y'all good over there?
Yeah.
Your throat, it's a little dry. You alright?
Yeah. But
You know what I think it is? I think the worst thing is like when you're in your own house and like they invite their friends over, right? They expect you to wait on them hand and foot, like
hell no.
like just because they friend over, we gotta
You ever watch Mario?
Entertain everybody.
I treat them like Pen.
Right.
You watch Mario, I treat all my girls friends like Pen.
no, I think it's just the best point. That's the time that you can just leave the house.
Right.
And go to the bar like, hi, how's everybody doing? Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Okay, I'm out, babe. Where you going? I'm going to the bar with James. Well, why are you going now? I'm going to the bar with James. I don't don't want to hear that up in the room. You screaming and y'all shouting high fives and all that about me. Nothing. No way that.
Nah, man. Questions. They asked me.
And what's funny is you can put two girls, you put your girl now and your ex-girl in the same room, and they'll still link. They'll still be cool. They'll find some common ground. About you. That will make them friends.
That's how it is.
You supposed to be my mans.
Yeah.
You over here.
They will talk about you. He does the same thing to me.
Oh my God, it's the same thing now.
Oh, yeah, that's friends now.
What are you doing over there? Get over here. You my team.
Yo, it's crazy. It's funny, man, because I just look at it like, you know, as time goes on, I feel like we have these reality shows, and you look at them, and every time I see them, I'm like, yo, does any of these girls ever do nothing wrong? You got this guy, he cheating on her, and he cheating. I'm like, yo, where's the common ground in this at? Right. It's only one sided. And some women, not all, because I know some women are looking, I don't want anybody to get mad at me. I'm not saying all women. Some women would take a reality show and try to factor in their life like this is the way. I'm like, yo,
example.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like wait a minute.
Example.
They're getting paid for this.
They do this on purpose.
This is free. This is free.
It's life.
What it is like they gotta understand like that has nothing to do with us. It's me and you. It's not us in a show and your friends and your family. Right. Like I get you have respect for your family and stuff, but it's not needed. You feel me?
Because what I don't like is a girl who would like really use her friend's word as like gospel to her. Like if we can't talk about something and you bring them involved and their opinion counts more than mine, then what are we dating for? Go date them.
It also goes to being your own person too. Like if you're emulating everything you see on TV, like, and you're not even understanding the fact that it's a reality TV show, reality quotation, like you just must be retarded or something.
But you know, some women do it. Not all, but some women do based upon their life. Like,
hitting all these goals and shit like that. The Papoose and Remy, everybody won't be them. Right. You know, everybody won't have that Beyonce, Jay, the Russell Wilson, Sierra.
you know what irks me? You know what irks me about the situation? Sometimes a woman will take a situation from another relationship and put it on you, like that's how they supposed to be. You know, I was talking to Lisa, and her and James, they're getting married. I'm like, okay, so what's that got to do with us? Right. We worry about these goddamn bills right now. That's how we need to be worried. You worried about what the hell they doing? James, Lisa doing.
It's funny.
You worried about on the street.
I was out at the bar with my man. I'm not gonna say no names because he was listening on Facebook earlier. But I asked him, so when are you gonna pop the question? Because they've been together and living together for over a year and a half now.
I know.
And I'm just like, you know, is it gonna happen soon or whatever? And he's just like, you know what? I'm gonna ask when she stops asking me.
There you go.
When she stops hitting at it. When she stops pushing him towards it. Because I know he's ready. I know she's ready. But just stop pushing it.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? You know, a man knows when he wants to get married. Yeah. He knows. You know, women gotta understand this, and this is true. If you keep asking a man when, he's not gonna do it. If you never say it, he'll do it.
Right.
He'll just do it.
Right. It's a natural feeling because I'm gonna know that this is what I want to be. I want to be here. This is where I want.
He will have the ring, everything ready. He would just be like, you know what, babe? We've been together for so much long. No, boop, no. Put the ring right on. Right.
Now you can go stunt to your friends. I told you, bitch.
Right, exactly. That's when you know. That's when you know they got a real one. But you know, and then you know what else I don't like? I don't like when certain women pin certain friends that you don't, fuck with. Like they just because y'all cool, I gotta be cool with the boyfriend. I don't fucking know him. Right. I don't want to be cool with him.
I don't know that. Nigga.
I don't want to share no pizza with him. I don't know what his intentions are. Because the minute you start being cool with him, what's the one thing they might go do?
He snitching.
Go back and snitch.
Oh yeah. Because he pussy with a little bit. He not
Oh yeah, you know. Me and him was in the bar last night. Yeah, I was in the bar last night. He told me. I mean, he got two other Johns on the side. Right. What?
And now you in a situation because he couldn't be quiet.
He couldn't be quiet
because he too pussy about his girl.
Yeah, he just messed up. It don't even have to be that. It could just be a common male conversation. You can just say, you know what, man? Look at that girl, man. She got a fat ass over there, man. And he looking like, yeah, she do. Yeah, I mean, she do. Yeah, I'm in the bar with Terrance right now. He looking at some girl ass. You know what I'm saying? Hey, God, like, what you doing? Oh, you not even part of the bro code.
Damn, Russell, what are you doing?
That's why if I ever get involved with somebody in a situation and they bring me around a guy, I'm just like this. Nice to meet you.
Straight up.
How are you?
How you doing?
Oh, that's great. Nice to meet you. Very good. Well, you like football? No, don't like football. Sorry, man. Eagles? Nah, I never. Fuck them. Phillies. Right. I just watch CNN and drink water all day.
He can't do nothing. He can't even put it on me. He watch CNN and drink water. I already knew that.
He was like, well, damn. I was like, yeah, I was talking to Terrance. He don't do shit. He don't do a motherfucking thing, man. You should be more nice to him. Fuck him. I don't know him. All right. I don't know that.
Why he in my house anyway?
Yeah, who told him you come downstairs? Why he here? Did y'all invite him here?
Yeah, right. Just like get some juice. Yeah, no, drink Kool-Aid in my front room. Eat crackers and shit. Get your ass on my couch.
Right, like I already got my niggas.
Like, my niggas coming down here on my couch.
Don't do is you bring him. You know what I do is if I have a female and she and her girlfriend's coming to I bring them to the back. You bring him to the back of the house, cave house, whatever. You ask him certain questions.
To see where he at with
yeah, see where he at with everything, man. You know what you do? You put on something uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Some ass shaking shit. You be like, yeah, man. You talk to your homie, like, yeah, man, so what's going on? Yo, you alright? You alright? Just wanna make sure you good. Now, so if it comes back to her and she says, yeah, so y'all watching Big Booty Butts. You see? I knew it. We put that on. We put that on for him. Let's see, this black ass is gonna tell you. Don't ever have him come to my house. And if he does come to the house, the ass in the dining room with y'all. What the hell with that?
By himself, goddamn fingers. I ain't got time for that.
Nobody's not doing that. So tell me about Till I Die.
Till I Die. That's the 619 song I did with Trace.
My
you know,
favorite right now.
Yeah, we got Trace and another member, Tessa. She's good, but you know, we really worked hard on this song. This song represents like this whole 619. We did it for ourselves, you know.
Yeah, I definitely do want to give a shout out, to the 610. Even though I am from, Inglewood, California, the Wood stand up one time for me. It's just, 610 been, real great to me, man. I got a lot of good friends out here. Went to high school out here. Middle school, went to prom out here. So it got a little part of my heart. It get on my nerves. It's like a sibling. It's there. You don't really fuck with him that heavy, but if somebody fought him, you like, bro, come on now. Only I can beat that nigga up.
Right.
It's kind of like that when it comes to artists. That's the feel I got for it, because it's a part of me no matter where I go. Yeah. Even though I'm from somewhere else, I lived here, so it's a part of me no matter what I do. So just giving that back, giving this song back to the people who actually represent their town heavy. I feel like it was a great feeling that some people actually took it upon themselves to feel like that's the song that they love the most. Because it was like I just want to make sure everybody knows it's always love. There's no hate over our side. It's always love where we at.
Right. So tell me a little bit about Norristown before I get into this song, because I know as far as I've been in Norristown, it's King of Pressure, y'all around that Norristown area. It's like, did you go down the street? It's Norristown now. What I want to know, is it kind of like at one point, was it divided? Because I know you had black and your white. Y'all kind of mixed together.
Well, you got a lot of Mexicans and stuff.
It's a variety. Hispanic is actually the majority. And white and black are the minority.
Really?
Yeah.
Now
before, back when I was growing up and stuff, it was so much better than what it is now. It turned into like a mini Philly.
Okay.
So now there's like a little mini Philly outside of Philly.
And sometimes just as dangerous.
Yeah, just as dangerous.
We got our own little Mexican. We have one strip that's just all like Mexican people. Just everybody, just all Spanish. There's a mall. They have their own mall where they cut hair, they play pool. Like it's like most is a part of town where it's just all them. And me being like bilingual, having two sides, being Spanish and being half. I'm actually, my mom's Dominican.
Okay.
So but it's like, so being half like that and getting to see both sides of the world, I realized that I really don't got a problem with all that, extra stuff they do, but it is the minority where it's like, white people and black people. And even though the white people around where we live at, I kind of still like black people.
Right, yeah.
I done grew with these dudes, I done bled with these dudes, we done got to the same, ran from the same police officer. So we kind of the same boy. We ran from the same cop. We done skipped the same class. We're so small. Like if you're not from town, everybody know you're not. Yeah. If you didn't live around for 4 or 5 years, everybody know you're not from around here.
Right.
Like I could walk down the street right now. Anyone walk down the street, like 6 people will say what's up before we get to wherever we going. Yo, bro.
You going right around the corner.
Like I think
you going right around the corner. Yo, bro. What's up, bro?
Yeah.
At least 5, 6 times.
I think it's different now because everyone knows what we're doing. and we kind of have like this big target on our back. Not a lot of people from town really like show love to us because it's haters. There's a lot of artists in our town.
Well, yeah, of course. I think that anytime you accomplish something or you're on your way to, your dreams, there's going to be people who envy that, and you'll be surprised. And it's a scary thing. The only thing I can tell y'all, y'all stay tight, because you'll be, I'm telling you, man, the scariest thing is that when you know you're making it, and when you start feeling that heat from people, that envy. Yeah. The envy is a very scary thing, because the thing is, man, people look at you and they want something that you have. Right. Because when people don't find themselves and they see you, they're like, I want to be like that. I want to do that. It scares them. Right. Because you have it and they see it. It's like dangling a carrot. Right. Yeah. I want that. I want to be them. And they'll do anything possible to get near you, get close to you, act like they're your friends. You know what I'm saying? It's scary, man.
I try to tell my team all the time. I try to tell every one of these dudes, man, and I just tell them always know, like, man, even when it comes to these females, especially.
Close that door for me.
When it comes to like these females right there, I have to tell my friends and all my people, like, yo, bro, like, they know what we getting into right now. Cause some of these girls wasn't here yesterday. Right. And we was just, we just shooting shit, joking around. He wasn't here. So, when it come down to it, don't think that everything they say out their mouth is genuine. They not, everything they saying ain't real. Right. Oh, you cute. Oh, you so nice. Oh, I would love that. It's not always real. Nice. It's they need that 15. They want to get a quick Snapchat, probably some dick, and they gonna move on. But they just want to be able to say it. They want to be able to say it. They really want to be able to say that shit. That they knew you. I know him. Like, I already know. Me being me, I slide DMs like water. Oh, you feel me? So I know when I get big, a lot of them like, oh, he was in my DM. Damn right.
They gonna screenshot that too.
Go ahead. I was in my DM too.
We not even on like a crazy ass level yet. Like I already went through the mini thing with battle rapping for a little while when I was the #1 contender in Norristown for our said league or whatever, and just people come out the woodwork like a motherfucker. You're just like, who the hell are you? Like I haven't seen you in 6 years. All of a sudden I'm battle rapping and I'm #1 around these parts. You want something from me or something? Like it's really like that. And it's gonna be even worse when we get to the higher plateau.
Oh yeah, it gets worse.
It is.
It's all about how we deal with it.
I mean, it is how we do. We gotta stay tight as a unit, and they all warn me because girls are really crazy right now. Really crazy.
There's something in the water. There's something in the water, man.
But I feel like
sometimes you hear the crazy Meg in your back.
I feel like if we stay together, there's nothing that we can't do. I look at music as this is what I love to do, and I'm going to do it whether I'm getting famous or if I'm making money out of it, because I love music with all my heart. Like, if you put music up next to a girl and I'm in a relationship, music comes first before anything.
Well, let's get into it, though. Let's get into it right now until I die. And then we're going to come back. We're going to, say everybody's Instagram names, and then we're going to have to cut out, you know what I'm saying? But let's get into the song right here till I die, man. Right? Terrance show. Let's go. By the way, it's dope interview.
Treehouse.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thank y'all for coming in. Let's get it till I die. Let's go. Okay, we back. Deli Grind Radio's Terrance show. We back. Full effect, man. We got the whole squad in here, man. Trace in the building. My man Shiz Raw. My man Moon. My man Stitches. My man Stitches. Yo, we here, man. We've been vibing out. We've been talking about a lot, man. I just really appreciate all y'all coming through, man. Just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying?
All love, man. All love.
It's like one of the dopest shows I had.
I'll let you know right now, when y'all get bigger, man, I'm so glad I was a part of the small, the come up.
Yeah, oh, man,
appreciate you being part of the come up.
I think that's, we'll come back. We'll come back.
I would love to come back after, another couple shows.
Progress.
We'll probably a couple more songs we have recorded soon.
Cool. There's another tour. We got another tour coming.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Y'all always welcome back. I mean, I look at it like, man, listen, at the end of the day, man, it's all a helping hand.
Right.
But we all working progress. I remember when I first started in radio, it went from, I was in somebody's house to somebody's basement, you know what I'm saying, to being here. And then you never know what happens on in here, but the whole point of it all is staying consistent.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, today I was tired. I was tired, man. Like, I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I mean, I've been consistent for so long. I'm going on my second year for my show. Like this, like right now, I'm in a year and some months.
Right.
February 27th will be my second year.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thanks, man. Appreciate that. But I'm gonna tell y'all this: every Sunday, sometimes I had my breaking point. I'm like, yo, I just want to lay in this damn bed, man.
Right.
But it be them days that I want to lay in my bed. Then I come here, I had the best show. It's always like that.
Yeah.
It's always like that,
I got
man.
some man, you know?
Yeah, it's
I
the days.
appreciate it.
Cause this, don't get me wrong, I was tired. I gotta pick Shane up. I'm driving. I'm just like Shane told me, he's like, yo, today gonna be a great show. And he was like, that's what he said. He put it out there, and I was like, you know what, you're right.
Man, because like every time I feel like I shouldn't do something, I get that mindset. Like back when I was younger, I used to play sports. You know, my stepdad always say, you know, while you sleep, somebody working. You know,
Yeah.
While you sleeping, somebody doing suicide. They're shooting, and you in the bed sleeping. So you know, the only way you can be better than him is if you get on the court before he do.
That was me
Like,
today.
I think what it is, we're such like a big like unit and such a family.
Yeah.
Like we're real. So like everything we say is actually what happened or what we're going to do.
There's no like situation where
Yeah.
we say that shit that it have not either happened or we not planning on doing it.
Oh, there ain't no reason to say it.
Like I'm saying, like we tell people like that's what happened. If we said that, it's really probably what happened on some shit. Like there's no misconception. So it's like, you know, we definitely feel like, you know, more or less that we gonna keep moving up.
Right. And the energy, the vibes, I think as long as we stay positive with the good vibes with everybody, I'm telling you, there's no limit to what we can do.
No limit.
I have confidence.
Of course. And I believe in y'all too.
I do want to definitely say before we leave the area, you know, I want everybody to go pray for Houston right now. I got family out in Houston right now. So please pray for Houston right now, man.
Yeah. So, can everybody give her their Instagram names and everything before we get out of here?
You want to go ahead, bro? Oh, yeah, man. That's your boy Trace OG, man. TRAXE __ OG 96.
I mean, this your boy Moon. You can find me at Wicked World 610 on all media. I'm talking Facebook, numbermusic.com, SoundCloud, Instagram, Snapchat, all that good stuff. Just holler at me, and if you don't, you a basic ass bitch.
You can follow me on Instagram at TradeA all day, and then on Twitter TMD _ TradeA, and then SoundCloud is TradeA all day.
I know we're doing Twitter too, man. Hold up, man. We follow people on Twitter. Make sure y'all follow me. OG Trace. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you take that C out for the X. You know?
You got Sean Shy Shizzy, and you got Instagram at Shy _ Shizzy. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure y'all follow me that shit.
Get that in.
Get on the mic, Stitches.
And you got Mikey _ EST _ 52. It's Mikey _ EST _ 1995 on Instagram, and then Twitter is MJ _ Money 527.
I might actually got my name wrong on the Grammy, so I'm gonna say it again. It's Trace OG _ 96. Just let y'all know one more time.
Okay, we're about to get out of here, man. Thank y'all for having me, man.
Oh man, thank you for having us.
No problem. I'm gonna get in one of y'all tracks. I'm gonna go and say down for the OTK.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I want hype. You play hype?
Yeah, man. You say,
Hype. I want hype.
I want down though.
Hold on, because we about to, you know what I mean, leave, because other people are coming in. No, you know what I do? Send it to me. I'm going to play on the next show. All right, but I'm going to play this one in because they got to get in next. All right. Yo, this is Terrance Service Show, the best show in the world. We got to get out of here, man. A great show.
Y'all fuck with Terrance, y'all some bitch ass niggas.
Yeah. RSVP is up next. We out. Yeah.
My name is TradeA all day, and I'm right here with Trace OG. Tune in to Terrance and Henry show every Sunday from 6 to 8 p.m. It's going to be lit.
You heard?